The Uninvited Guest. I live in a suburban neighborhood with huge spaces between the houses, so it doesn't bother anyone when I throw parties. I don't have a girlfriend, so I have the place to myself. Lots of people come to the parties I throw, friends, neighbors, or pretty much anyone who wants to have a good time. I texted everyone I knew and told them that I will have another party. Most of them agreed to come, probably because of the free booze. I have a big house with woods circling it. The closest house from mine is about a mile away. It was about 7 p.m., and I was planning to keep the party going all night. I set up the big speakers and plugged my phone into them. I set up the coolers and put beer and other drinks into them. Since it's summer, I turned on all 3 air conditioners to let some cool air in the house. I put out chips and dip, pretzels, Doritos, etc. Everything was set up. Now all I had to do was wait. About 15 minutes later, the doorbell rang. It was my best friend Frank, and he showed up with his girlfriend Stephanie. They both greeted me and stepped inside. 10 minutes later, the place was packed. Almost everyone had a drink in their hand. What did I tell you? Everyone likes free drinks. All my other friends, except for a few, came. Some people in the house I did not even know came too. There was one sketchy character who was standing and looking at people drink and dance. I did not know this guy. I thought one of my friends brought him. I asked around if they knew him, and they all said no or shook their heads. I had a few beers and danced too. I got drunk and soon passed out on the couch. When I woke up, it was 12:34 a.m. I decided to close the party down and get everyone to leave. I was looking for the man I saw before, but he was gone. Maybe he left. I was a bit relieved. Something about that man wasn't right. He looked older than everyone else, maybe middle-aged. Once everyone left, I cleaned up the food and drinks on the floor. I am used to it. I saw a can of beer on the floor right next to the trash can. Drunks. Once everything was cleaned up, I brushed my teeth and went to bed. Something fell. It was coming from the kitchen. It was past 2 in the morning. I groaned and stood up on the cold wooden floor. I opened my bedroom door and went down to the kitchen. I was a cautious man, except during parties because I was surrounded by people. In the kitchen, there was a carton of milk spilled on the floor. I don't know how that was possible. I thought I cleaned up everything. I picked up the carton, put it back in the fridge, and cleaned up the mess. Right before I closed the fridge, a sound behind me made me jump. I turned around and saw the fridge light reflecting on a figure staring at me. I heard all the stories, but it's happening right now at my house. I knew 100% that was the same man as I saw before. I didn't know what to do. I couldn't even scream, but I did dial 911. During the call, the man wasn't even moving at all. He was still as a statue. I reached for the knife and stayed in the room with him. You may ask, why didn't I go at him with the knife? Well, I never killed anything in my life, not even a bug. If he moved, maybe I would have stabbed him. We stood there for what seemed like ages. The police sirens were like music to my ears. Not so much for the man. The police ran in and quickly cuffed the man. It turns out the name of that man was Roy Dieters. He was a registered sex offender. He killed 2 people and also sold cocaine and meth. Before the police left, one of them told me something that scared the living hell out of me. He said that the man was blind.